until I let it burn, but never lose my desire.
Hello, my beautiful friends. I have been joined by two of my besties. How are you guys doing tonight? What are you going to be working on during these sprints?
I am doing so well. It's been a crazy day. Cannot even begin to broach that subject, but
I'm shocked you're here. I'm glad, but I'm shocked.
Well, the reason I'm here is because I'm putting out a request really early for whatever shenanigans we shenanigan. I do request at least 2 45-minute sprints because that's how many I need to get done in order to mark off today's 75 hard or 75 author summer as a success.
As it is known by its Christian name.
Formerly known as 75 hard. Yeah, I'm doing great because guess what? During my first 45-minute sprint that I forced myself to do earlier today, which I'm so grateful for that I'm not staring down the barrel of 3 of them right now, I hit page 100. In fact, hit page 110. Now, everything is not perfect. It was a massive copy paste. And so I think right now where I have brain power, I don't think I have brain power to do any gluing because some gluing needs to happen between scenes, but I do think I have reviewing brain power. So for 90 minutes tonight, my goal is to basically go through and start doing resolves. So like looking at my crutch words, looking at phrases I use too often, looking at filtered stuff, which again, normally this is not something I would be doing at this stage in the drafting process, but because I am sharing this with my editor on Tuesday, I just want to have things be slightly polished and not be totally mortified by the product. I mean, I'm going to be mortified, but not totally mortified by the product I'm giving her. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight.
I love it. I'm so excited. Does this mean it gets to come into my inbox soon? Do I get to look at the 100 pages before they go to your editor?
Oh, before?
She's not time for that. During? At any point soon.
No. Because the thing is, well, here, I'll let you know this, Katie Ann. I sent my editor an email today. She's out of the office until Monday, unfortunately, and I didn't know that, but oh well. But I sent her a note today, and I said, hey, just so I'm aware, is this more of a proof of life thing, or are you planning on giving me feedback? Because if you're planning on giving me feedback, I want to go through and leave comments in places that I want to acknowledge that I recognize these are weak. But if it's just proof of life, if you're just wanting to see that I am 100 pages plus into this novel, then I don't need to do that. And so if it's just proof of life, then I'm not going to share it. But if she's going to give me feedback, which I kind of hope she doesn't, because I would rather just be able to write my first draft like cleanly without like, do you know what I mean? Like without the feedback. But if she does, she does. But anyway, if she is going to give me feedback and stuff like that, then I'll share it with you because, if I'm getting feedback, I might as well get your feedback too, because yours is like not that I don't trust my editor. That's not what I meant.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah,
you're so critical to this stage.
Yeah, I'm a critique partner as well, who knows you and knows, and also like your editor, is only seeing the 100 pages without knowing the rest of the story. Right. So I can help you with the first 100 pages because I literally know every spoiler because I've been with you since the literal inception of this novel.
Literally.
So, same thing. Like there's a legitimate reason.
From New York to Boston, baby.
New York to Boston.
Oh my gosh. All right.
This is funny.
Yeah.
And then Jessica chiming in with the betrayal is that you're not on screen, Grape. Which Grape has the link. Grape can get it in whenever she wants. Anyone can get it whenever they want.
Did we drop it in the Discord?
Oh, no. Anyone who any troublemaker plus Jess.
Got it.
Because this, for people who don't know, this stream is being broadcast onto my channel, onto the Katie Ann Wrights channel. However, it's in the troublemaker account because I have I almost said Troublemaker Pro.
StreamYard
Pro. Thank you for that lovely update, Ms. Mo. Ms. Jess, what's the vibes tonight? What are you gonna be working on? How are you doing?
Currently I have been, so I'm actually technically in the middle of Neva's 24-hour reading sprints that started at 7. That's why I'm sprinting tomorrow at 11.
What?
We do this monthly.
Not
24
being up to date on the community.
24-hour sprints. It's not a thing that I do all the time. I just sometimes join in, especially during months. I mean, I've done one almost every month while I've been on hiatus. Like, it's the only thing that I have consistently done since January. Hiding very much. But I've been like working on planner stuff for next month.
Ooh,
Next month
she's
starts in 3
beautiful.
days.
Lovely.
Oh,
and we're
the
doing
fact that
pirates.
next one starts in 3 days.
Yeah, next one starts in 3 days. So we're doing a pirate theme for July. So I was kind of working on that.
4 days.
But I may be convinced by myself to do some finagling. Finagling is the word, but what is finagling? All fiddling and finagling together is finagling.
Yeah,
They made a
I was
baby.
like, where did that word come from in your brain?
I liked it. That's good.
Anywho, I may dabble in writing at some point. I've been watching a lot of Charmed and doing a lot of pirate
Yes.
planning. So who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows? Oh,
It's
I
also
love it. I love the
midnight,
mystery.
so.
Not yet. We have 18 minutes.
I love that you double checked your math after you said 18. I know what you were doing. That was the pause.
Yep, because I thought it was 18, then I had to do more mental math, but 2 plus 8 is in fact 10 plus 10 more is finagling is a fun one. And sounds like a euphemism for fucking.
Everything's like that to you, Devasha.
What a read. Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to be a read. I just sorry.
Well.
And I'm your host this evening. I'm Katie, and for the host on screen who do not have it open on YouTube, which is totally fine because I never have it open on YouTube when I'm watching or on screen. I put up a poll. A poll for what project I'm going to work on today because that's how I'm doing it.
Wheeling it? Are we not wheeling it?
We're not wheeling it.
Oh wow! Can I know the options and then just do a verbal vote?
You sure can. I'll tell you what emojis they are.
Okay.
It's emojis.
It's emoji themed because nobody's knowing what they actually are. And they're all at 70. They're all at 25%. Okay. The first one is the tennis racket emoji, and then heart, red heart. Sorry, specifically red heart.
Okay. Royalty references? No, I don't know.
Sun, diamond, and then the cool guy with the sunglasses.
Oh,
That's the first one. There's 4, so hold that in your mind.
I got confused. I thought each one was a single one.
No.
I was like, what?
No, it's a stream of them. That's the aesthetic altogether.
I love how you said tennis racket and then heart, and then I said royalty romances, and you were like, that's the dumbest guess you've ever guessed. I didn't realize that they were in the same category. I thought they were separate projects.
They're all the same together. That's the aesthetic vibe together. Okay, the next one is car emoji, blue heart, video game controller, martini glass, angel emoji.
What? Okay.
Third one is the lavender like flower emoji.
Ooh, lovely.
Purple heart, the smiley face with the 3 hearts around it, a chapel, and a storm cloud.
Okay, that's my vote. I like that.
And then the fourth one
is my favorite one. It's my vote.
Is a sailboat, yellow heart, swords crossing.
Oh dear.
The kissing face, like the little kiss, and the eyeballs emoji.
I vote the lavender one.
I like to vote for the swords crossing one because I like to watch Katie laugh when she says swords crossing.
It's fun.
I have no insider information. I don't know what this book is.
None.
She might have even told us last week when we voted for it.
I sure did. And
I don't pay attention this late at night.
I'm counting on nobody remembering.
I wasn't here last week. I was driving across the country and very tired.
You're good.
I was 100% physically here. Mentally,
yeah, that's fair.
Sadly, Devasha, not one of them is your fic, but
devastating.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I've tallied in your votes.
So
can I know which is the one that I voted for? Will you put it in the private chat?
Yes.
Ooh, then I'll know.
I remember. I hate that makes me sing not Out of the Woods. Good girl.
Bad boy. Yeah.
But the I Remember is originally from Out of the Woods.
I was almost going to say I've never seen that show. However, I have just an amateur production from my high school. So I have.
No, honey. No. Her song.
I was thinking, yep.
I caught that.
Not Into the Woods, not Steven
the Woods.
Time.
I was like, oh yeah, Into the Woods. You know Into the Woods. Yeah, of course you would.
I mean, I do, but that was funny. Well, did you put it in the private chat? I don't see it.
I'm giving you context.
Sorry.
Listen, she's trying. But first,
I go, and then I was distracted. Anyway, no, I'm just stupid. Into the Woods does not equal Out of the Woods.
No. Listen, I'm just proud of myself for catching the reference.
I am proud of you too, Jess. That was well done.
Funny.
I was so confused when you were like, "Yeah, I haven't seen that production." I was like, "You've never listened to that song?" And what a weird phrase, but I liked it. You know what? I'm declaring this as a new phrase. Whenever I don't know something, I'm just gonna say, "I've never seen that production."
I've never been to Uwu Jobber. That's what it was giving. That's what it was giving. I've never been to Uwu Jobber.
Oh, that's so good.
Is it a single that has a music video for it?
It does have a music video.
So that could be the production, technically.
That's true.
I don't watch music videos, so I probably haven't seen the music video.
That's fair. It's a good one. It's very Twilight. I think so many of Taylor Swift's songs are just Twilight fanfiction. Like they're not even about her actual romances. They're just Twilight fanfiction. She jumps off a literal cliff and like does I have so many fan theories. It's fine. I could write a college thesis on the overlap between Taylor Swift and Twilight. And we know
it's actually a very niche topic that you would be very qualified for.
I think so. But the reality is I cannot be the first person to think this. And everybody knows she loved it when it was like a thing. Yeah, see? Thank you, Miley. Miley's on my team. Not that we're on teams. I know you guys aren't fighting me on this.
I'm also on your team.
Yeah.
I think Jess was the one to say that you should. It's a great niche.
It's a great niche.
Sometimes we're just all on a team together.
Yeah.
I mean, I am not in either one of those niches, and therefore I know a lot of things about a lot of things that I am not in the niche of, and I don't know how I got here.
What does that mean? I have approximate knowledge of many things, or whatever that's called. How did you almost get my name right? I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Typically, my response is I have so many questions that I don't want the answers to.
That's fair.
I'm a nosy girl. I love having answers to questions I didn't even know I needed answers to. You know, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
That one jumping off things to see you come running is absolutely a Twilight reference.
Hoax? Tell me Hoax is not ripped off the page. Oh.
Yep. Oh. The Voltron from 1989 really do hit. So I love them.
So good. They're really good. I'm glad we can listen ethically to the original version now. Wait.
New romantic. I'm coming home.
Wait. Oh my God. Can I finally take my ethical Taylor's version, GOAT version thing down? Because now all versions are ethical. The original version is ethical again.
No, don't take it down. Don't take it down.
It messes. It is consistently month after month my most viewed video, and I think it's skewing my channel.
But it's so funny
because and you know how I know that? Because when I uploaded my down bad video and I had the Taylor Swift thing, that video popped off comparatively, and I think it's because YouTube wants me to make Taylor Swift content. Not Taylor Swift or planner content, because my highest viewed videos are the ethical GOAT, Taylor's version, and the planning videos. So I think
you should make though I want you to make the Taylor Swift Twilight intersection video though, the video essay.
Oh, girly, I have books to write, not to flex, but
I know, but I It would complete the trilogy. It'd complete the cycle. Grape wants you to take it down.
Okay.
But
I think it's fair to take it down. I want you to know that I've been here 8 years, and it took me 7.5 years to get to a point where YouTube finally accepts me as a planner content creator rather than someone who occasionally has Kate Kavanaugh on their channel.
Oh, wow. That is a vibe. That's hilarious.
The longest time, my highest viewed videos were all videos with Kate in them, and like the top 4 or 5 most searched words were some combination of something to do with Kate Kavanaugh. I'm finally reached a point after
all those searches were me.
where it's like planner stuff. I'm like, hallelujah.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
that is so funny.
Miley, I would like your Barbie Princess movie gender theory thesis on my desk by Monday, please.
Yeah. Well, let's give her some time.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Maybe that was mostly, the joke, but I do want it. Just whenever you got it. You also have 100. What does that have to do with? Oh, well, I guess the making the thesis one. Okay.
Well, okay. We decided on the writing retreat that my daily 75 videos, they count, and so because I'm posting
as long as
YouTube.
Yeah.
So
I didn't watch it today.
Although I kind of want to amend that. I think they should each count as half.
Oh, okay.
So that way it gives me a good chunk. It gives me about 30 something videos, but it's not like I can just rest on my laurels after the 75 hard challenge. Like I have to still
keep making them.
Yeah.
But also you could make your thesis a verbal thesis and record it in multiple parts and then put those on the channel, and then technically that would count towards your 100 videos. So she can't argue that one.
But what I really think is what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 75 hard videos, and then once I get everything squared away with like my lawyer and stuff like that, I think I am going to read chapter by chapter my first book I ever wrote, with each chapter being its own video.
I love it. Can't wait.
Story time with Bellissimo.
Go for it.
Grape chimes in just in time for y'all to bring back AuthorTube book club chat.
We never discussed it going away. We just both at some point we never sat down and picked the next month.
Yeah,
and we never went back.
Was the Count of Monte Cristo the murderer of it all?
The death note?
No. We continued. We did a whole nother year after the Count of Monte Cristo.
Did you? Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, it was Vampire Academy. Vampire Academy was the one that killed us.
You're joking.
We were supposed to read Vampire Academy, watch the movie, and watch the TV show, and I don't think it ever happened. I think we did it, but I don't think we ever did the live show. And then just listen. You know how hard she is to get a hold of? Do you know that I had to send her bags of candy from Amazon with notes in it on a gift receipt to get her to answer me?
I have heard that story once or twice before.
I love
Mayhaps.
that. That's so
this month. This month you've heard it once or twice.
Yeah, in the last week.
I love that. So funny.
Yeah.
Maybe in the last week. But yeah.
Well, at least once in the last week. But yeah,
So
I get yeah.
It's hard sometimes to organize things with some people.
Yeah.
She's not even here to defend herself. That bitch is asleep.
I literally was about to say that. She's asleep.
She cannot even defend herself because that granny has been asleep for 2 hours.
Which, to defend the granny, she did really well when we were all together in Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh, she was such a trooper.
She was such a trooper.
Such a trooper.
It was incredible. Miley says, I literally cannot go into it here. I have so many opinions about those movies. I have many good things to say about that movie, but also many critiques, all out of love. Well, I would love to read them. I'd love to read your opinions if you wish to write them down. Because I love opinions. I love reading think pieces and like opinion pieces about something that's clearly someone really cares about and they have thought a lot about. I love it.
Yeah, I support that.
Also, hello to everyone formally.
Hello,
Miley. Hi, Margot. Hi, Fadina. Hi, Ash. It's been so long since I've been able to join up stream. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. I've also not been. I also took over a month off of streaming.
Well, you kind of, debuted a whole novel, so.
It's almost like. 1 second.
Wait, where's mine? Oh, no. I haven't unpacked it That's embarrassing. I have 4 tests. I could beat you all.
Look, I'm holding one up for you. This one's yours. Look,
Okay. Thanks.
Also, we have a Dark and Secret
thanks,
Magic.
Katie.
She's never far away. Oh my god! I
got that one too. It's right there.
The odds.
I have that one too. It's right there.
So many friend books. I have them over here because I finally bought a bookshelf that's coming on Monday to put here.
Where'd you buy it from?
Wayfarer.
I'm singing it in my head. Wayfarer, you get just what I need.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, we got the books. So yeah, I had a book come out in case anyone missed it. I had a novel release into the world, and oh no, I can't say anything. Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Moving on. We have a great fry as always. We have a Jessica. Thank you. We had a question from Fadina. Fadina, I hope you are still here. A question from Ms. Mo. Are you enjoying your process in About You? More in About You or Adasm? Which one is the easier baby, if you wish to answer?
Oh, easier? Oh, I would. Oh, wow, that's so complicated. I will say this. Adasm, I had to do research for like herbalism and stuff like that, but for the most part, for the traditions and stuff, I had a very clear vision of how I wanted it to go. And also, I just felt like the plot, no, you know what I was about to say? I felt like the plot fell together in a way that it's not falling together for About You, but no, I just have to have faith that it will come together, because I definitely remember multiple times with Typofo being like, there's no plot, it's boring, da da da.
I know you didn't see my face when you said, oh, but that's a plot. And I was like,
yeah. Hey, it eventually did.
It did. But girl, the amount, need I remind you, I don't know. I think we told this story on stream before, but I came back from the dock. We were all in Michigan, and you're just sitting at a table with the whiteboard, just silent tears.
Yeah.
Silent sobs as you're writing down the plot of Adasm.
Yeah.
And then not 4 hours later, you're texting me, I have to start over.
Yep. It was, oof. Yeah, that was brutal. But
you also worked on it a lot longer.
Yes. And that's my other thing, is that like looking back in retrospective, it's like, oh yeah, Typofo Adasm was the easier one because, you know, I wasn't on deadline, but also at the same time, like I wrote that, it took me 4 years to get a draft I was comfortable sharing. This one being on deadline, I definitely have a more consistent work ethic on it. I'm writing it more. It's requiring a lot more research because I'm not as highly attuned to winter traditions and all of the like motifs and stuff, because I want it to be a wintertime book, but not like a overly cliche wintertime book. I want to bring a new light to wintertime. Haha, funny. Like, you know,
LOL.
I like still have it be clearly wintertime. I'm not trying to be subversive at all. I just want to cast, you know, highlight other elements. I don't want everything to be holly and Christmas trees. I want there to be other focuses.
You're not making it Christmassy either. You're not making it like a true Christmas Hallmark movie.
No, but the echoes of that are still there, I think. But this book is also right now shaping up to be quite a bit darker than Adasm, which is interesting. But
darker
and secret or magic. I've got the title. Excellent. Actually, I will say this. I am more and more being like, I keep sneaking in little About You phrases, and I like giggle every time. I'm like, maybe this is just gonna be the title. It's just gonna be About You.
So funny. About You.
It is time to sprint.
Is it?
Yes.
Who decided that? Oh,
You did.
You agreed that we could do
said 18 minutes later. And I thought you meant the top of the hour.
I sure did. Just really quickly, we had Atia join us. I swear she has I had to call Kate out on Twitch. I swear she has a burner phone. Apparently there was something with Wayfair. It's been debunked apparently, but was wild drama.
That was crazy.
A new light to wintertime. Honestly, I can't wait. It's magical. I'm ending the poll, which the same thing that won last week won this week.
What?
Which is a royalty romance book 3, which is
one I voted for.
No, see, there were sneakily there are 2 royalty romances on the card, and this is the fake dating bodyguard book. So that's what won. I
do like a bodyguard book.
I'm so obsessed with bodyguard vibes, which is why it's in this book. Let's see. We're gonna pull out a Jess timer because I know these are the 45.
Hourglass.
Hex Hourglass. This one is in honor of About You.
Oh, slay. Jess, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the amazing winter timers you made for me. Those are all stunning. I love them.
I aim to please.
Well, you pleased me greatly.
There we go. Festive Yule timer.
Slay.
Stunning. Yeah, love Katie. I think I'll wait into that revision process.
What revision process?
I don't know, but it is funny. I guess me coming in here with like no rose-colored glasses for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. No, but I love it. Hold on, let me just turn the volume on so that we can hear the thingy, and it is normal. All right, 45 minutes. Good luck, everyone. Right. That was the end of our first sprint. How did everybody do?
I did just okay. I about at the 38-minute mark got hit with just a really intense wave of exhaustion. Like I was doing that thing where I was yawning every 30 seconds. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So then I remembered that I'm allowed 2 days off every week from writing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, oh, am I really going to use up one of my 7 graces tonight? Or can I just push through? But really, the work that I did during that sprint wasn't that great. I just was reviewing the first few chapters, and I kept being like, ugh, I'll deal with that comment tomorrow. I'll deal with that comment tomorrow. So I was just making tiny little grammatic changes, and I was just like, I don't know if it's worth me becoming this tired for this level of work, for this quality of work. So I'm gonna stop with the writing for tonight. And honestly, again, that's why I'm so glad I did a sprint earlier today, because even though I'm technically going to count this as a day off from writing, I hit page 100 plus today, so it's like, so, yeah,
Amazing.
Well, I mean, again, I hit page 100 back in May. This is me prepping my first 100 pages for a deadline I'm trying to meet on July 1st. So again, none of this is like, it's complicated, but whatever. Anyway, Jess, how did you do? I'm not deep in a scene. I don't know why it says this.
You were
deep in a scene on Wednesday.
I forgot. I'm so tired I am.
You've had so much stuff to do today. You've had a big day.
Been wild.
Yeah.
I had some popcorn.
Ooh.
And I listened to some music. I have been like in my brain curating groups of songs for, the vibes to write to, like in my brain randomly for the past like month. And I was like, you should probably just make some playlists and vibe out since it's so late and you can't think. You should get all of those songs that are in your brain out of your brain and into a playlist. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Is this for Wallace's book?
Or so many books.
Werewolf. Oh, ooh, okay.
Some for the werewolf book, some for the Covenant sequel, some for my adult high fantasy. Just random songs that have popped into my brain, and I've went, that song would be really good as like like this couple. This is their song. This song is like perfect for their relationship.
I love when that happens.
And there's just a backlog in there, and I need to get it out of the backlog. So maybe I could think about something else,
Yes, I know very well. I know her so well. We're old friends.
And then maybe tomorrow and Sunday, I can actually like sit down and get some writing done and accomplished.
Ooh, oh, I love it. Very fun. Playlist.
What did you do?
Oh, hello, Merlin. Can you flash your butthole?
I'm sure.
I'm sure she's just warming us up to it. I'm almost there. Little tease.
Curling tail is so cute.
Miss Merlin, she's so cute.
Oh,
Just
off screen. Just off screen.
Just off screen. Oh,
not quite
there, but she's
not a head on. No,
she's teasing the world. She truly is teasing.
Oh, now your name's covering it, Jess.
Protecting her modesty. Oh, goodbye, Merlin.
No butthole.
That was a lovely segment. Thank you so much, Merlin. I got 576 words written.
Nicely done.
Day.
Yeah, I had a good time. I had a great time. It's a fun.
Do you want outside?
Is that the problem? Is it Flash? Flash guy? Little Nug?
Oh, what a good boy.
Baby boy.
My darlings, I think I'm gonna leave you here just because I am so tired.
Okay.
I really appreciate you catering to me and doing a long sprint. And I'm sorry that I can't hang out for longer. I just can barely keep my eyes open.
Okay.
Well, Well, now don't be sad about it because now I'm going to feel bad.
Girl, you knew I was going to be sad about it. Oh, no, I'm going to jump for joy that you're leaving.
Well, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
I feel like I've always.
I just don't think anything specific. Guys, you should. I should feel bad. Is that what you're saying?
Are we shaming Wallace?
But Jod is here. Katie has Jod. And I the thing is that when I'm this tired, like we have surpassed midnight Wallace. Like I am, this is 3 a.m. Wallace. Like I am so tired, I'm not gonna be fun, you know?
That's not true. I've spent many 3 a.m.s with you and you're fine.
Will you just put your foot up on the screen and say, "This is my foot"?
No.
Not for free.
No, not for free.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Censored, yeah.
Good night, friends. And wish me luck because I have made a promise to myself that in this new apartment, my laptop and my phone shall never enter the bedroom. And so your girl is about to go raw dog bedtime. Literally.
How will you wake up?
With naturally, I'm hoping.
You're gonna have to buy an alarm clock.
I'm gonna, I was thinking about getting one of those ones where it's like the natural alarm where they
the
like
sun.
the sun.
Like suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me, but go ahead.
I think maybe what I could do is put my phone right outside of my bedroom door with an alarm on so I can at least wake up. But like I don't need to wake up at a specific time tomorrow, so it's okay. I can just but on days
excuse me.
What do you mean? I have other rooms in my house. She lives in a big apartment now, you guys.
No, bitch. Literally, 2 days ago, we were on Discord and fell asleep together on Discord. How are you gonna do that if you don't?
I'll have a couch that I can
sleep on your couch.
Why can't I sleep on a couch? If I can't sleep on my couch, I don't want that couch. A couch better be sleepable onable.
Okay.
She'll have to sleep in the guest room when you guys sleep over because that's not her room.
Yeah. I'm buying a pull-out couch for my office that then gets converted into a bed. So yeah, if we're gonna do a sleepover night, I could just sleep in there.
Yeah, see? Problem solved.
I agree you should be able to sleep on any couch, but I don't think
I think that some of you underestimate the number of times a week they have sleepovers.
And also that there is just a bone deep difference between sleeping on a couch and sleeping in a bed.
Okay,
they are different experiences.
I sleep so much better on a couch because my brain says it's a nap. And if I'm napping, I'm out. If I'm sleeping to get sleep, I will not sleep. But if it's nap time, I could sleep during the day for 6 hours. I could take a 6-hour nap. You know when the last time was I had 6 hours of sleep in dark time? I don't.
That's a problem.
Yeah, we should work on that.
What about last time we hung out and then you were up really late? Did you not sleep 6 hours after that?
No.
No.
I had much better sleep this time than I have ever had on a retreat because I usually I'll go to bed, but then I'm up for 5 hours and then I'll sleep and you all have left by the time I wake up because I didn't sleep at night. And then I struggle to sleep when it's dark out, and that's why it's one of my goals.
Well, thank you, Miley. I'm glad somebody's being supportive. I'm trying to break a deep addiction to the internet, you guys. I'm trying.
Okay, but I'm on the internet. We are on the internet. We are part of the internet.
I'm not saying I'm not going to hang out with you anymore. Guys.
Okay. As long as you're not going to kill our sleepovers, I don't mind.
I'm not saying that.
Just kick out
okay. Most of the time when we have sleepovers, naturally the assumption is we are all in our beds in different parts of the country. And so when you say, "Oh, I'm not going to have my computer or my phone," it's how am I going to then do that? How are we then going to have our beautiful sleepover times?
I'll just stay up late, but in my living room or in my office. And then when you guys fall asleep, then I'll go to bed. Or realistically, I'll be the first person to go to bed. But
Exactly. You'll be asleep well before the rest of us.
but
I won't believe it till the blonde lady snores.
oh my gosh.
We're losing a Miley and a Wallace. Everyone's dropping like flies.
I'm here with you.
All right, good night, friends.
Good night.
Good night.
Illy.
Thanks, Katie.
Have good sleep.
Goodbye. Bro,
Bye.
yes, let me leave.
I said goodbye.
I'm so glad you are. Yes, bye, Wallace. Hi, Kristen. How are you doing? How is baby? I know you said on your story that David Leatherman was doing well. But how are you? How are you doing?
Because we also care about you and not just David.
Not just David. And I know it was really stressful. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a little self-care. If you don't want to talk about it,
that's okay too.
Like, that's also fine. Miranda says, "You're so real for that, though, Jess. I can't get more than 6.5 these days." How much? Don't know what this is referencing. I've missed it. Yes, so true. Wallace has been doing so good with 75 author summer challenge. The artist formerly known as 75 Hard.
I was doing pretty good until today, and then today, girl,
I am finding it so difficult because either I can do really, really, really well with all of my non-work related tasks, or I do really well with my work and not my work related tasks, or I do really well with my work related tasks and not with my like self-care ones. I cannot do both, it seems.
Yesterday was a bit of an off day for me, but you know why. And so like I was okay with like missing a few things yesterday just because it was a very anxiety filled day. But today has been like, I have been the most chill, cool, calm, collected today that I have been in a long time. And I have just been riding the vibe of that. And when I tell you that like it's 1 a.m. right now and I feel like it's 7:30, like I feel like I've done nothing. I have grown roots. I am a potato. I have just been here in the seat. And I was like, did I get my writing done today? No. And did I get my reading done today? Technically, no. Did I get my tidying done today? That's another no. Did I get 3,000 steps today? No, I got, it's after midnight, so I don't know how many I got. But it was like 1,500 steps. That's basically like there are dead people who walk more than that. Zombies, you know?
Well, yeah, if they're looking for brains.
I mean, I'm basically dead.
But at least you're not anxious.
But I am having a great day. So,
which honestly is such a vibe because most of the time when I'm anxious and like having my struggles, I can't do anything anyway. So
for some reason, I think just like on top of everything else, because I've been like trying to lose weight and I had like this great fear because my weigh-in day was Friday. And so I just, for some reason, felt like last week was going to be really bad and I was going to gain a bunch of weight. Like I just had this in my brain. And so like I got up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go pee and I was like, I'm just going to weigh myself now because I'm not going to sleep. I can't wait until I wake up. And I lost 2 pounds this week. So I was like, okay, you can go back to bed and sleep now. And I did. And I slept through both of my alarms. And then my mom had to wake me up to tell me to go to work. I wasn't late. I just slept through my alarms. I was like 10 minutes behind. But yeah, so I like once I got through that hurdle at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, today is the day. I treated myself to Mexican for lunch, which basically is bad because of tortilla chips. Everything else is like a protein and a vegetable because Mexican food can be healthy. Yeah. Ish. And it was fantastic. And I've had a great day.
Delightful. I love it. So glad. So glad.
I'm living the dream. In a dream world.
Dream world. Barbie dream world.
Barbie dream world.
I love it. Also, this was in reference to how much Wallace's foot would cost.
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh. It's very funny.
This is my butt.
This is my butt. Y'all are so lucky that it's filled. What? Wait, who said that? So true. So true. What? What did I say?
What did we do?
I retracted. Oh, this?
She probably deleted it on YouTube. But if you delete it on YouTube, it doesn't delete out of StreamYard. So we don't know.
It literally doesn't. I truly did not know. Because we literally can't see it on
we don't know.
StreamYard. It shows up as normal. Like even when people get timeouts, like timeout or blocked or something, like their posts still show up on StreamYard.
They still show up in StreamYard.
Even if they've been taken off. Sorry. I did not know. I don't have the stream open.
We're not psychics, so
yeah, I don't have the stream open. StreamYard betrayed you, truly. Got all these features and yet won't show a block. Or like a retract.
You pay $400 a year for it and it's trash.
It's not that trash.
It is compared to the fact that we used to pay $180 for it and now it's $400.
That's an excellent point. Is it true that they made the free version you can only have 5 hours of streaming?
I don't know what the free version is, honestly. I mean, that's what I have, but I am so just not happy with them in general. No. And again, Kate and I were supposed to get together and go over Streamlabs and did not. Again.
Yeah.
Two writing retreats in a row.
It is what it is, you know.
It's fine.
It's fine. I don't even know how to check that anymore. Like, I don't even know what to do.
I think what we should all do is like get 20 of us together and you just have one account.
Yep.
And have one email that everybody has the password to, and that's your StreamYard login. And because you can make all of the different folders and shit you want, so everybody's got their own folder and their own thing, and ask people you trust, obviously, because then people could like send stuff to your channel. But
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Well, like, I'm literally like, we could probably add you, Jess. We could add your channel because it's just you have a troublemaker email that just gets fucking spam sent to it. No, not spam. It does have some spam sent to it. We've had some like weird ones sent, but it also like will alert us like every time someone subscribe, or not anytime someone publicly subscribes and like comments and stuff. So like sometimes I'll just go in there and there's just so many comments from people who have backwatched stuff, and I'm like, I'm so sorry that none of us have gotten to reply to you
ever. I get I have comment or subscriber like email notifications turned off for my channel, but for some reason I've never went in and turned them off for the Hex Hourglass. So like I'll randomly get like you have a new subscriber and I'm like, oh, look at me. Special.
You're special. Yeah, they're sucking $1 a day from you for the rest of eternity. And they don't even like the things that they've added like aren't even that interesting. Like apparently you can show comments here now. Like this little like you can do on Twitch, I think. Yeah, Twitch.
To me, it's like I understand the concept of having a paid tier that is the tier that this is. Yeah. But this tier is more for someone who is more of a professional who does something that is not
makes
YouTube.
Money.
Or makes money, but it also just someone that's not YouTube. Like there needs to be a tier between the free tier and this first tier.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because I mean, we want to be able to like take down the logo, put up our own backgrounds, have our own intro, outro, whatever things. Like we want to be able to have those things, but not all of the things that they like. Can you give me half of what you're giving the $400 package and a $200 package like I used to have? Just give me back the shit that I had that I wanted. Not all the extra shit that you're adding in and charging me more for that I don't want.
Right. Honestly, I would even take a package where they just charge you for streaming hours after a certain point. Like the first 20 as normal are free, and then any ones you do above after, they charge you for. Like you actually pick a plan for that, because really the only reason we started doing, or the only reason I purchased the Pro plan was because I know we like to do a lot of streams and we tend to go over 20 hours a month. And I didn't feel like fucking worrying about it. Like I don't need all the bells and whistles. Like maybe I do need some of the bells and whistles, for my accountability.
I like the bells and the whistles. Okay.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, wrong place. I had to pick our solo stream one because this has the nice dark background so that no one's eyes burn. Yeah, they're being way fancier than they need to be.
I mean, it's like I can't have an overlay, I can't have a logo, I can't have an intro or an outro.
That's crazy they took that away, because that used to be included in the free plan. The way they take stuff away from the free plan to put in the paid plan, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I hate that part.
Yeah. A lot of it's just, I don't know. It's just annoying. I want to call them and have a talk with them, except they sold out to like some major company and it's not really them anymore. So, whatever.
Whatever.
I do love that I still have like all of my branding in here for Storyteller's Hearth and AuthorTube chat and Capture the Words. When was the last time I talked to Anne? Anne, are you still out there? Do you still exist?
Anne. I think she's becoming a fancy lawyer.
How dare she have a life without me?
Crazy.
I probably haven't talked to her in like a year. Legit.
I think the last Capture the Words was November of... No. I think you had one in 24.
I don't
have
know.
One early 24.
Couldn't tell you.
One early 24. The last one I remember is when I was doing my rewrite for in November of 2023. I did a rewrite. I did the full rewrite where I changed, I gender swapped everything. And I wrote a ton. Honestly, Capture the Words saved my ass when it came to it. So I'll always be grateful.
I mean, look at us be cool. I wonder if I go in here and I look it up, if it'll tell me.
There's you guys had a spreadsheet too. I love the spreadsheet.
We had spreadsheets. We were cool.
Y'all were cool. Y'all were fun. It was a fun time.
Streamed 1 year ago, but what was like the actual date? YouTube.
Yeah. What was the actual date? I want to guess like March. I feel like it was a March Madness vibe, but I could be entirely off base.
July 2023.
No way. Was it something else that it was when I rewrote this? Did she host another thing? I have a vlog. Because I vlogged my experience. Went back when I was a vlogger. Back in my day when I was a vlogger. You believe I used to post videos regularly and not just meme ones.
Okay, November 2023 was the second one. July was the first one. Okay. November was the second one.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
We did
too in 2023, and then we gave up. Much like me and Kate with AuthorTube chat. 2024 happened. We gave up.
Oh, this was the 30-hour write-a-thon though.
Oh,
is when I blocked it, which is another different thing. Wow, look at you, so far off base. You're AWOL.
I want you to see what I've been doing for my because I'm supposed to be reading, for 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week or 4 times a week or whatever it is. For arcs. And technically I am reading Backhand Compliments, even though this is a finished copy. I do technically have an arc of it. I'm just a terrible friend and I haven't finished it yet.
She's an arc. Oh, I do have the arc copy. Hold on. I can show that instead. She's shiny.
But I've been doing notes. Ooh, highlighting.
Cute.
making notes with my little
Aw,
transparent posties.
cute.
Giant paragraphs of text.
Oh my gosh. I'm honored. I'm so bad at annotating shit.
This bitch needs a hug.
Oh, yeah. You know what? She does get some hugs.
See? I'm taking notes.
Thank you. I love that. Oh, so cute.
So that's what I've been doing for my ARC reading. Because even though I have 2 finished copies, it is technically an ARC.
It's still technically, it wasn't, yeah, you got approved for the ARC.
I do. So.
Yeah, the difference between them. This one looks thicker, but it's because I have a little thing. Because this was LOL, if we want to talk about being so far away from things. I was supposed to do an annotated ARC giveaway.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Look at how far she got.
Anne.
I mean, she does. She does. She does, in fact.
God love you, child.
Oh, hilarious.
So do
hilarious. Jod loves you.
Jod loves you. Jod loves Jod.
Jod does love Jod. And I love Jod. My Jod is an awesome Jod.
My Jod is also an awesome Jod.
Should we do another sprint? I need to get 1,000 words today. That's on my list. So.
Oh, well then yes, we should do
I asked, and then I was like, we're doing one.
Do you need 1,000 more, or you need 1,000 including the 500 that you've already done?
That one. Yes.
Okay.
So I technically only need, hold on. I'm trying to write 1,000 words, prose words a day, in an effort to keep that muscle flexed, because you never know when I might need it. And also maybe one day I'll write another book and then I can sell it. I need to write 424 words, which I think is doable.
Does this count as Friday's words because you haven't went to bed yet, or does this count as Saturday's words?
They count as Friday's words.
Okay.
Because I haven't slept yet. It's not tomorrow.
That's typically how I do it as well. If I haven't went to bed yet, it's still yesterday.
It's still yesterday.
Okay.
Also, I'm a night owl, so it just feels unfair sometimes to be like, oh, it's the next day, but then it counts for the next day, but then I haven't anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm counting it for Friday because this is a Friday stream.
I need a not real job so I can do stuff at night and then sleep during the day. Would be great.
Become a full-time author.
I will. Give me
It's so easy. Why don't you just do it?
Give me a little bit of time. Okay, like it's only been 20 years. Give me a little more time and I'll get there.
Just punch me in the face. I'm so annoying. I'm so annoying. Why is anyone put up with me?
Listen, could you imagine someone like watching any of my videos and agreeing to be my agent? They would be like, does this girl even write? How did she get this book? What is wrong with, like, who is she?
Because all the sex scenes are written by me.
All the sex scenes are written by Katie. And
it's like 50,000 words longer.
She's like, did she just say she hasn't written anything in like a year and a half? Where did this book even come from? I don't know.
It just appeared one day on the doorstep like a child.
I put this attachment thing on my brain and everything that was going on in here came out onto paper and it made sense. Why hasn't that been invented yet?
I wish. That's what some people think AI is. They just, stealing from other people.
Well, I mean, technically it is, but that's a whole other thing for a whole other nickel.
We literally cannot. I cannot get into it. I'm so. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Everything's gonna be okay. Here we go. Look at this beautiful timer instead. Look at the galaxy. Ugh. She is so stunning. We love her. Oh, you can't see my cursor. We're gonna do a little 35-minute because hopefully I can get 424 words in 35 minutes. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. We finally ended that.
Really though, were we time traveling or was that the longest 3 minutes of my life?
We time traveled the tiniest amount, like just a little bit. I literally needed 100 words, and I was like, I need to get these 100 words so I can hit 1,000, and I did. So
I was like, I had finished what I was doing and I started doing something else, and I was like, how much time do I have left? And I was like, all right, I have like 7 minutes. And then so I did something else and I came back and I was like, oh, there's only 1 minute left, but I can't really do anything. And like I did something else, and then came back and I was like,
it's been longer than a minute.
I have 3 minutes? I must have looked at it wrong. Maybe it said 7 and not 1. And then so maybe I just looked at it wrong. And I was like, because I was like, there was a video that popped up. I don't know if you know this about me, but I've never watched the back half of the final season of the Shadowhunters TV series.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, like the final ending clip popped up on YouTube for me to watch. Also, in this time period, I learned that Lindsay posted a video today that was not in my subscription feed. Every once in a while, YouTube just hides things that they don't show up in my subscription feed, so I like to check the homepage. So I seen that, and then so I was like adding stuff into there to watch later, and then I seen that like the ending clip scene, and I was like, it's 2.5 minutes long. How much time do I have left? And I was like, I don't have 2.5 minutes left because I should only have like a minute left. And I looked back and it was like 3 minutes and something, and I was like, what is happening? And then I watched it. And I was like, it was a 2.5 minute clip, and I had like 3 minutes left. And I came back, and there was still like 2 minutes. And I don't know how that math happened, but it happened. And then I don't know. Listen, that was the longest 3 minutes of my life.
Yeah, that's a lot of 3 minutes. That's a long 3 minutes. Got a lot done in those 3 minutes, though.
I got a lot done in those.
Clearly, just 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. It goes to, it's really hard to write words at 2:00 in the morning. And I had a very specific thing that I was trying to write, and I kept trying to write it, and none of the words fit right. And so I kept deleting and going back and moving things around. But I eventually did get 1,000 words. So check that off my 75,000. Yeah, my 75,000 hard. Yes. Checking it off my list. We did it, folks. What did you do in the 20 some minutes before the 7-minute one? Whatever.
I was continuing to look at music stuff. And then I was like, it would be really smart if I look up the soundtrack to the original Covenant movie.
Ooh, good idea.
And so I saved that to my Spotify so that I could listen to that. And then I'll ask it for some recommendations that are similar and see what it gives me.
Ooh,
yeah, that is what I did. I did more. I'm kind of like, again, because I know it's like the middle of the night and my brain is not functioning. I do want to work on some things tomorrow and Sunday, so I was like trying to set myself up to have like a great day.
Oh God!
Will I have a great day? I don't know, but I might.
One can only hope. One can only hope. I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed for you. We were joined by some people. We had a Keiko come in. Good morning. Good morning, Keiko. I know you were in Europe, so this is 6 or 7 hours ahead of me. Alyssa popped in. Hi. That cat who be writing. Hello. Glad to see their writers awake during my owl hours. Yes, we are in fact still awake. We will be leaving shortly though. I'm so sorry, but you can always watch the replay. We did 2 45-minute sprints, so we did have Alyssa leave. Was going to be starting for some romance novels tomorrow. Fun. Hope you do well. You got this. I know you're off to bed, but I hope you do well. Lavender said, "Oh my God, neither have I. That fucking show." Yeah.
Katie and I could talk to you about
Shadowhunters.
Shadowhunters for the rest of our lives.
Literally.
I do want the new
The
book
last
though.
one.
The
Kitten, what's his face?
no, it's a new short story collection.
Oh, is there? Oh, I've been falling behind on my Cassie Clare newsletters.
I mean, girl, me too. Cassie Clare short story 2025. Better in Black. Upcoming compilation of 10 short stories. I think it is all like blah 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 blah. What are they called? Romances?
Okay.
They're all like little romances between specific couples throughout the series.
I would like to read that.
And the cover is gorgeous.
Hold on, let me look at. Oh my god! Hello. She's stunning. Hold on, let me show the people.
Yeah, 10 stories of Shadowhunter romances.
Oh, stunning.
She's the queen that we want.
Beautiful. Wow. Who's this? Who are these? That's not James and Cordelia, surely.
It could be Tessa and Will.
Could be Tessa and Will. I was thinking this would look like James, but she is far too white to be Cordelia.
Far too white to be Cordelia. Oh, yeah, cover characters, Tessa and Will. Yeah.
And yet we're not getting a Tessa and Will story, which
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 7 that are listed so far.
Oh, maybe we will.
So.
Oh, yeah. Jason Clary, Will and Tessa, and Simon and Izzy are the other 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeking out an exile. Shadowhunter and money. Love can shape the world or destroy it. Honeymooning in Paris for Will and Tessa, and Simon and Izzy observed increased demonic activity on a hilarious urban rock. Sebastian and the Sealy Queen.
Hey, you know?
That one's going to be... I'm very intrigued by that one.
I am interested.
I'm not even from like that's like... I don't like either of those characters.
I don't have to like a character to be interested, but also, please note that our favorite throuple is in there as well.
So true. So true. Oh, Christina, my beloved.
So yeah, I did see that the other day, and so I'm very excited for that. Have I finished the
what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, the last,
not the Dark Artifices. What the the second,
the kids trilogy.
Yeah. The Iron Gold Thorns.
Yeah. Have I finished that one? No, I still need to read the 3rd book.
Me too. We should buddy read it.
It's over there somewhere. It's staring at me. I'm gonna need somebody to find me. I know they exist, but I'm gonna need a detailed synopsis of the first 2 books. Oh my
god, yeah.
Because it's been so long.
I just know Lucy got up to some ghost shenanigans. So many ghost shenanigans.
Lucy shenaned again with a ghost for sure.
All she does is shenan with what the fuck's his name? Blackthorn. The Blackthorn kiddo.
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah, the Blackthorn kid from What's Her Face.
And James was...
Her dad was a worm.
His dad was... Grandpa was a worm.
His grandpa was a worm, and his mother went crazy. Anyway, if you haven't read Shadowhunters, we sound fucking insane. Not just Shadowhunters. If you haven't read the OG trilogy, or not the OG trilogy, the OG prequel trilogy,
yeah,
and then the kids trilogy, you're like, what the fuck? There's just so much lore. But I love it.
There's so much there. Yeah, but I remember Lucy was doing ghost shit, and then James was bespelled.
Yes, by the ghost's living sister.
The ghost's living sister, who's not actually his sister.
Yeah, who's not actually
but is his sister.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Cordelia ran off with Matthew. who Matthew deserves better, but does he? I don't know. Problematic king. My son.
The other couple is Thomas and Alistair, and I want to see that just because of all of my love for Alistair. I have so much love for his character.
My prickly boy.
But I also,
Thomas.
The boys I get so mixed up in my brain because they're those four in particular.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the fourth. It's James, Matthew, Thomas, and who the fuck is? I know there's a fourth boy, but whom he is, I know not.
Thomas,
Percy? No,
Matthew.
I think that's somebody else.
There is a Percy, but no.
Percy's the. I think Percy's the. He's a Fairchild too, right? Is he a Fairchild?
Yeah, he's the older brother, I believe.
Yeah. Who the fuck is it?
Who are these people? The internet will tell me.
Oh, because Thomas is a Lightwood, right? Is Thomas Lightwood? Is he Gideon? Gabriel?
Who knows? Yes, Thomas is a Lightwood.
Thomas is a Lightwood.
Which means that he has sisters, not brothers.
Yeah, so it's not Thomas. It must be the Fairchild one we're missing then. No, Matthew's the Fairchild. Yeah, Matthew Fairchild.
Fairchild. That means it must be. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Get it together.
Christopher.
There we go.
Christopher Lightwood. He's the weird one who's like kind of geeky. Right? Yeah. Okay, he's Gabriel and Cecily's son. Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
That one. Christopher. Sorry. Wow. I needed to know what that was because it was going to drive me nuts that I couldn't remember what his name was.
Well, because my brain was just thinking Anna, because Anna is fantastic and we love her.
Iconic woman.
Absolutely iconic. In fact, biconic.
Biconic.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine. There's just so many children. But I love anyone ever wonders why I love a next gen or like second gen? Thank you, Shadowhunters. The cool series.
She's got so many problems, and as does the series. But my love runs deep.
It does.
Please don't ever do anything worse than anything that you've already done.
So true. So true.
There are some things I can live with and other things I can't. And so far,
I've made peace with what Cassandra Clare has done.
Right.
The crimes she has committed on the early internet. Alleged. Not even crime. Like, it's not even crime, but
alleged acts.
Yes, alleged acts. Yeah. Yeah, I realized I said crime and I was like, I don't think those are actual crime. They're crimes against my morals. Allegedly.
Alleged acts made when one was young and dumb.
Yes.
Now, if you are continuing those alleged acts at your age with your dollar bills in your pockets, then we're going to have a chat. And the chat's going to be me throwing all of your books in a dumpster. And I don't want to have to do that because I've spent a lot of money on a lot of books.
Oh, Keiko, the last 2 books in the OG series are so good. Well,
yeah. The last book is fantastic.
The last book's so good.
And how does she have books where like the epilogue is like 150 pages?
She's insane. And I love that.
And at no point do I ever go, wow, there's too much here, or wow, this is overwritten, or wow, she could have really used an editor in this and they could have chopped some of this out. Because I'm just vibing and having a good time.
I'm just slaying demons and watching kids be stupid.
Right.
And fall in love and have cute relationships with each other. Not even romantic. Like, I love the friendships in the series so much.
Having sex in a cave because you went to a demon dimension and you made sure you packed condoms. Like, priorities.
It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Yep. It's insane. Lavender never read the books, but the show lives rent free in my brain because it was a bizarre mix of bad, good, and almost great before backflipping into mediocrity. Yeah. The books are better. I hate to be that person, but
Listen, I still stand on the hill of the movie, so your girl has problems.
Yeah, you know.
Now, there are parts of the movie that I do not agree with, mainly the ending, because the way they ended it made the second book not possible because that was the entire plot of the second book.
Yeah, which is a problem.
Which is why you didn't get a second movie, probably.
That's why you didn't get a second movie, because they fucked it up. Same with Aragon. They did the same thing to Aragon.
Fucked it up. They did not do that with Vampire Academy, but they also did not get a second movie.
Which is so disappointing. So sad. Because I love that movie. I've never read the books, but I do love the movie. And I know you do too.
I wish they would have, when they made the TV series, I wish they would have called it something else.
Oh, yeah.
Because they changed so much of it. It was so good. It's so fantastic. The TV series is like a completely, I mean, they did the same with the Shadowhunters too. They changed a lot of things, but it made sense for TV. But they built so much backstory into the Vampire Academy TV series that it was almost like its own thing. And I wish they had done that because I think more people would have watched it.
Yeah, I think, the series is just, by that point, by the time the TV show was coming out, the series was too old for it to have enough clout that clout from the books to carry over to the TV series.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, because the final book of the second series had been out for probably 10 years at that point.
Yeah. Like, that series is old. Like, at least with like Vampire Diaries, like those books were not as old, I don't think, when the show was coming out.
That series took a complete departure from the books, though.
It did.
And the books were not as popular.
That's also true, which I do feel bad for her.
They took less. I think she's dead now, so you can feel even worse for her. But they took a less popular series and made it into a popular television series. But if you were a fangirl of the books, I talked to Becca, she will tell you all about it. Then you're not as happy with the choices that they made for the TV series. But if you never read the books, which most of us didn't, then the TV series is good. So,
yeah, it was just, and then they tried to do that with The Secret Circle, which I think was also by the same woman, but it did not work.
L.J. Smith was done dirty.
She was done so dirty, like literally both in her adaptations and also in her career. Like, I can't believe they took that away from her.
For those of you who don't know, L.J. Smith, who is the creator of Vampire Diaries, The Secret Circle, Night World, all of these major series. When she was young and dumb, she signed a contract that gave her publishers the rights to her characters. So by like the third or fourth book of the Vampire Diaries series, they fired her and hired a ghostwriter. And she no longer made money off of it. I hope she got money rights from the TV series, but I honestly don't know if she did or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, she got fucked.
She got so fucked, which is like devastating.
I mean, is it her fault? Yes, in a way, because she signed that contract.
Yes.
But the knowledge and information that we have available to us now was not that kind of availability in the late 80s, early 90s. So
yeah. And like, it's still like not fair because she obviously, like, her writing and the way that she wrote those stories is why people like them. And so she deserves to have the credit and the money and deserves to tell the end of the story that she wanted to tell. And they must not, and I don't think they liked it.
They didn't like the choices that she was making, so they fired her.
Which is awful. So
if you ever want to go on a deep dive,
it's a rabbit hole.
It's a rabbit hole. But also Gavin at Gavin Reads It All has a video where he reads all of the books in the series. It's fantastic because he doesn't like them very much. So he gives you all of the tea and like talks about all of like the weird pairings, and he gets into like the whole thing where she was fired and like the person who started writing them after her like retconned all of the choices that she had made and made them into their own choices, which made it even worse. It's a fun hour and a half of your life.
I'm gonna have to, because one thing about me, I love a deep dive, and one thing about me, I love random book shit.
He also did one for The Secret Circle.
Because I love that show. What the fuck's her name? Bree something.
I watched the first couple episodes of The Secret Circle, and I was like, I love this. This is gonna get canceled. So I stopped watching it.
Honestly, you made the right decision.
The CW, I refused to watch any of their shows in the first season because they get canceled so often. And I made an exception for Shadowhunters, and it at least made it 3 seasons. So,
and then they fucking have Riverdale running for God knows how long. Talk about wacky choices.
I mean, I'm not saying that Supernatural was bad, but did it need 15 seasons?
No. Nothing, in my opinion, nothing needs 15 seasons.
I mean,
hot take. Because, a good show with a good premise, I think can get like a Bones. Like Bones, I think like can get maybe 10 to 12 seasons you can get out of it. And it did. And it got bad towards the end.
Yeah. Actually, it got kind of bad in the middle and then got better again at the end, but
Yeah, but I'm going to blame writer strikes for that, because that tends to happen to shows when they're around long enough. It's like you go through enough writer strikes, you see when the writer strikes happen.
Though season 3 was during a writer strike, and it is one of the best seasons of Bones because it was so short, because they cut out all the filler episodes and just everything was Gormagon stuff, like back to back to back to back to back. So,
the fucking Gormagon. Like, that plot line has to be one of the best plot lines in television.
It was during a writer's strike.
That is so insane to me.
Because they had all of, the major plots filled out of that being, the main villain arc. And then the writer's strike happened. And so they were like, we have no other filler episodes. We just have to go with this. And
you know what?
They did fantastic.
Fucking eats.
They did it right.
It's so good. I'm so glad, Keiko. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy. Hope it's good. Oh God, don't speak of the Aragon movie. I know. Oh, the Aragon movie. Terrible.
I liked that movie. I watched it one time.
On its own, it's okay. It's good. I have nostalgia for the movie because I watched it young. But as a book lover, it does not. It's they're basically two different things. Is the thing. They completely butchered it as an adaptation. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even give the elves elven ears, which makes no sense.
I don't remember it. I remember watching it when it came out because dragons.
Dragons. Yep.
And then probably 5 or 6 years ago, I read the first book, and then it was just okay, and decided that I didn't want to continue reading on. They're very chunky books to be just okay for me. So.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. He's such a good villain in that. Honestly, I think if they'd continued to make the movies and John Malkovich would have come into being the big bad of the series, I think that would have ate. I think John Malkovich would have been great in that role. Because there's the thing about Galbatorix is because he's the big bad guy, he is kind of crazy. And I'm like, you know what? I think he would have played that role very well. For what he got, he did it well. Vampire Diaries from the 90s. First one was published in 91. Wow.
Katie wasn't born yet.
I was not born yet. Yeah. Justice for my voice, Daddy. Would not have been a Cannibal Apprentice.
I mean, it's the cannibalism, honestly. I believe that he would be a murder apprentice. But a Cannibal Apprentice, I don't think he would go that far.
There was always something about Zach that very much was a follower.
Yeah.
Like, he is not the leader of the pack. Like, it is very clear. And I don't remember how well they set up him and Brennan, like, a falling out between them, because I think that would have made a little bit more sense. But again, it's been many years, but I just know that those episodes, they creeped me out. They were so freaky, but they also were such a vibe. They were so good. That and the Gravedigger. Oh, spooky. Oh, but so good.
We are doing a Bones watch along with my friend Brittany's Patreon group. And so every Thursday we watch 2 episodes of Bones. This week got canceled because she was not feeling well. But we're on season 6 right now. So we just watched our final Gravedigger episode, and we are now on to the sniper guy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hated that for a different reason. It wasn't spooky.
Yeah.
That's really
that's where we're at. So yeah.
Devastating.
This season is a choice.
Oh.
That's where we're at. I had started a rewatch of it, and then they started watching them weekly, like while I had but I was in like season 3. And I was like, I'll just stop where I'm at and start watching with you guys when you catch up, because I just watched them all. But yeah, so I've been watching with them since season 3. And we're on season 6.
I need to rewatch. This is like literally one of my favorite shows. I watched so much of it when I was going through my migraine stuff that like it's like just was the only thing to keep my brain off it. I got a special place for my heart.
The last 2 times that I was like, when I was having my really bad, I'm going to say gallbladder pain, because that's what the doctor has said that it is. I don't know what the fuck it is, because I'm not a doctor. But the last 2 times that I was like bedridden, sick, felt like I was going to die, I watched all of Even Stevens, including the movie.
Nice. Oh my God.
And all of Smart Guy.
Oh.
You may not remember Smart Guy because you were very young. It was Tia and Samara Mowry's younger brother, Taj.
Oh.
And it was like a single dad who had 3 kids. And Taj was like a 10-year-old who was in high school because he was so smart.
Oh, okay. Yes.
The original members of Destiny's Child were on it at one point as Destiny's Child.
That's so funny. I think I've seen episodes of this. Yes.
Yeah. I watched that whole season, that whole show, beginning to end. There was something else that was like really old. I watched a bunch of like the older DCOM movies, like I hadn't watched in forever, because I was sick, so I was like I was doing a lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
But I needed something to distract me, but not something to give me anxiety. Right. So I couldn't watch new things and be anxious, but I could watch old things that I hadn't seen in a really long time and be distracted.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Speaking of cannibalism, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. I love that video, unironically.
You know,
I can forgive murder in most cases, but I cannot justify forgiving cannibalism.
Yeah.
It's too late for me to have thoughts on that. Yeah, me and Keiko, not alive during the glory days of
91.
TVD.
I was 4, so I was not the target audience.
No, very much not.
I am still so mad. Look, you want to talk about something that the publishing industry has done that did me dirty and made me so mad that I wanted to drive to their building and shake them and ask them what the fuck was wrong with them. So the Night World series was a 10-book series. You've probably heard me complain about the entire internet has heard me complain about this before. It's a 10
I'm ready to hear it again.
Series. They published 9 of the 10 books and then stopped. Yep. And then In the early 2000s, they were like, we should go back and finish this book finally. And so they published 3 bind-ups. First 3 novels, second set of 3 novels, third set of 3 novels. Never published the 10th book. And then in 2016, 2017, around in there-ish, they published all 9 books again in brand new editions and still did not publish the 10th book. It does not exist. They did this 3 times to us. And it is a series where each book, 1 through 9, follows a different couple of, like, whether they're werewolves, vampires, whatever. But there's a different couple set through each of the 9 books. And it's culminating into the 10th book that is like all 9 couples coming together and saving the world. And it never happened. But they sold them fuckers 3 times.
I'm sorry. Horrifying.
And now that bitch is dead.
She's dead. And they also fired her.
I think
she's dead. Yeah, great. You're gonna have to get a Ouija board for that.
She did.
She's dead. Never mind.
March 8th. I knew it was recent.
Yeah, because I remember that's how I kind of found out about all of it. Was like around her death. And then I was like, oh yeah, you know, that poor woman. She wasn't very old. She wasn't super old. 66. It's not too bad. It's not too old.
Hey, she was a lesbian.
Was she really?
Yeah.
No way. That's incredible.
Her name was Lisa Jane Smith, so LJ Smith. Her partner's name was Julie DeVola.
Wow.
DeVola? She was a lesbian. Who knew?
Who knew?
The 10th book doesn't exist. I mean, it does. It should, in theory, but it doesn't. That's my point. It's like she has said that she's never finished the 10th book because they fired her and never required her to finish it. Because I feel like if any other author had been in that position, I feel like they would have written the 10th book and published it as a freebie. Because if you had that many books, that much backlog, you'd be making money from other things. But because she didn't own the rights to her characters at that point, she couldn't do that. I feel like most other authors would at that point. Like if nobody was willing to buy the 10th book in a 10-book series.
Yeah, you just put it on your Patreon.
You put it on Patreon behind a $1 paywall and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do. Like, here you
100%.
go. You know, so ugh.
But we'll never know.
Could she? Yeah, I think she probably could have just never said anything. But you know,
she may have. There may be one.
There may be one out there. But I also like. You get that fucked over. Like, how do you go back to writing that series, like another series, and like other similar things? Like, how do you go back to that? Like, I feel like that'd be really tough emotionally.
I like that they have her entire bibliography on her page on Wikipedia, like she actually wrote them all.
Oof. Can't believe they use her name like that. Oh, poor girl, poor woman. She looks like the Carol Baskins lady. Wait, I didn't even look at a picture of her. Oh, she was from Florida. Oh, she does kind of look like Carol Baskins.
She does kind of look like Carol.
Dare I say, she also looks very similar to how Elena is described in the book. Not the TV show. But in the book, Elena is like blonde and blue-eyed and stuff.
I mean, like she's doing better than Jeremy, who was a girl in the book. So.
Oh, wow.
Elena had a sister. She didn't have a brother.
That's so random. Such a random thing to change.
I'm not sure why they changed it. I don't know if they just felt like they had too many girls and they needed more boys on the show or what, but
maybe, but
the choices these people make. We've spent
knows?
30 minutes talking about
We sure have.
Shadowhunters and LJ Smith.
You know, it's just another night with us, you know?
It really is.
Oh, that's, you know what? That's fair. Yeah, so there wasn't competition.
Well, but her sister was never with the other brother. The other brother was with Jesus Christ on a cracker.
Bonnie. You know that people would have shipped this one of her sister with either Damon or Stefan, like in the show. They would have definitely shipped it. But
you know, there are a lot of things that I ship. But I don't know if I ship that.
Get out of my brain, Grape. Get out of my brain. Yeah. What is it? Klauseline or whatever. That was my fave.
Klaus and Caroline,
Hush.
forever and ever, amen.
That shit slaps.
Stefan with absolutely nobody.
So true. I'm so sorry, Becca.
Sorry,
Bex. I know you love Stefan.
You don't like him here.
Stefan Salvatore will say.
We didn't really like him very much.
Yeah, no, not my fave.
Klaus in therapy forever and ever. Listen, Klaus doesn't need therapy. We do.
Yeah, no, seriously. No, that third season. What is it about third seasons? Because the third season of Vampire Diaries is when they introduced Klaus. Something shifted within me. Something shifted that has never shifted back.
Listen, I didn't watch those until, I don't know, 3 years ago. Girl, my life changed forever. I was like, I should not be this in to this very toxic relationship, but I am here for it.
I'm here for it. I loved it. Love Klaus.
I've never
watched
the originals. One day I probably will, but I can't handle the stress of it.
That's fair. It's rough. It's
because I know what happens and I don't want it to happen. So right now it doesn't exist.
Yeah. That's because of the originals, because only annoying watching TV.
You know?
Yeah, fair.
I like so much else that goes on in that series. And I do like Elena with Damon.
Yeah.
So like during that time period, it doesn't make me so annoyed. But there are other characters that I actually like. So
I was always annoyed more with Catherine too. I never really liked Catherine.
I do appreciate what's his face, the actress's whatever her name is. That lady. I'm like, it has left my brain. Her ability to act so well that I knew who she was even when they were being each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she did a really good job.
Yeah, she did so well. I just never liked either of those characters, like particularly. Like, no, yeah. Did you ever watch Legacies?
No, it's on the list. I'm gonna watch originals first, and then I'll watch Legacies one of these days.
I think I started watching Legacies. I started watching a lot of shit, and I just don't remember or don't continue it. But what a trip down memory lane!
What a night!
Shadowhunters.
What a morning it's been.
Vampire Diaries. What a morning it's been. But I fear it is time to leave us now. This is true sleepover vibes, where you just chat shit about your shows, the shows that you liked and watched.
You know, one of us has to be up for a sprint at 11 o'clock in the morning. So,
and it's not me.
It's me.
In case nobody got that. Oh no, Devesha. Oh,
Devesha's doing way worse than me. No complaints on my end.
You win, Devesha. We're leaving. Just kidding. Illy, goodbye. See you next week. Nope, actually, you may see me next week, but actually, I don't think so. Next week is 4th of July.
It is,
I think, and we're going to be in Englandia, me, Devasia, and Steeg, and I think we're gonna be we're traveling on the 4th, so you probably will not see me. But if you do, it'll be early for you guys because I'm 5 hours ahead. Oh my God, I'll see you next week. Yep,
I'll miss
less
you
than a week.
guys.
Yes, I miss you too. Good night, Kat. Thank you for joining us. I hope everyone enjoyed this chat, and I will see you sometime in July.
When I see you.
When I see you. I'll see you on Wednesday. You know, we never miss a Wednesday.
That's true.
And we never will.